We are back for our fourth and final video on the Excel task assignment. And in this particular video, we are going to be looking at what if scenarios in GoalSeek as well as pivot tables. I had no idea that GoalSeek existed in Excel, and I really wish I did when I was a student, but I do now. This tool is immensely helpful, not only for students to figure out, what do they need on certain assignments or tests to earn, various grades, but also for the instructor to quickly field questions. And I think this is just a great tool to put in the students' hands, not only so that they can mess around with it, but also to just get more familiar with some of the functionality that Excel has to offer. So let's take our student E, who I have deleted the final exam score out of the Part 2 exam to show them that they currently have a 40% on this course. And this student is wondering how they can get to a C, which would be 350 total course points. So by doing our what if scenario, which I can find under here under data, I'm going to come to my GoalSeek. And then I already have my cell selected. So the cell that I am looking to go or to change from 200 to that score of a C to a 350. I'm going to put that value in, so 350. And then what's the cell that I need to change? And this is what the students want to know. What do I need on this final exam to get to that 350? I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to see what happens. So they need a score of 150. And unfortunately for the student, if I look down to the available marks that I have put in, the final exam is only worth 140 points. So automatically it's not going to be possible unless if extra credit is offered for that student to reach a C. And that's something that some students, they want to know. Is it even possible for me to jump a letter grade? And this can be really handy to inform them of what their current status and possibility is. Moving on to pivot tables, this is another topic that I had no idea about. And I actually got to see some pivot tables in use earlier in the week with one that a coworker of mine made. But it was neat to now learn, okay, how can I make my own pivot table? I'm going to go to my blank data, and I'm going to highlight the particular cells that I want to be involved in this pivot table. And I like hitting the recommended pivot table because I'm always curious to see what pops up. And I just also get a preview of some different potential pivot tables, so I can kind of take a peek at, what do I like the most? So maybe one of the things I want to see first, a count of what scores, what were the most frequent scores for different students. I can also see different sums, and then I can also just make my own like so. It'll open up in a new worksheet and then drag and drop. So if I'm looking to just filter by the student name, pull that out a little bit more, and then say I want to filter do columns, and I can move that over to my rows. I can then select particular students, so I can even quickly filter information a little faster. This another way to visualize data and see how we can position the data in a way that is most beneficial to us. So that concludes the last two Excel tasks and this video.